Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vicki and this is my 2023 plan to pan. This is just kind of the overview of what I'm going to be panning in 2023, what I'm going to now be decluttering at the end of 2022, and just a few more insights into what kind of videos you're going to be seeing throughout the year. So let's get started. What I want to go over first is going to be the items that I have been working on this last year, and just kind of show you those, and then we'll get into the declutters and what I'm bringing in to pan for 2023. So let me grab my handy dandy notebook. This is really pretty. This was a release in June of 2020, I believe, from Archer and Olive, and I don't know if the artist's name, actually this was 2020, because I can't keep my years straight. Yeah, the artist's name is not in this, but this was part of the Pride collection, and I just thought it was so cute and so fun. So this is my panning journal. It's just got random bits and parts and pieces to it, but we'll get started. So I'm going to pull out my ride or dies here, basically. I'm kind of a little bit disorganized because I'm doing this in a hurry before I have to go get my son. And my brain isn't fully functioning today for like whatever reason. All right, I guess I grabbed everything. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to start with this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue in Buttercream. This does have an SPF of 30. If you watched my empties video that I posted a couple of days ago, I had another one of these. I literally just finished it, so I'm going to throw it in my empties, and you'll see that for my January empties for next year. This is the last tube I have of this, and then I am flipping over to the Il Makiage foundation that I've been getting. I probably have like 3 or 4 bottles of that, so I need to start working my way through those. But yeah, that's kind of my ride or die right now. I have a Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. This is my mini. I do not know where my bigger one is. Yes, I do. It's staring me right in the face. So this is the bigger one. It's about it's about halfway finished, and then I'll start on this one. Obviously, I'm on a low buy between now and October of 2023, but this will be something that I will replace. You have to excuse my hair. I still have the hair oil in that I put in for the video I shot yesterday. I'll be washing that out tonight. But anyway, so Mineral Veil, that's something that I always like to keep in my collection. I like the kind of airbrushed finish that it does give to my skin. My brow product is still the Revlon Color Stay Brow Tint in Soft Brown. It just gives a little tint to my brows without really having to like draw them in or anything, because that's more work than I want to put into my eyebrows. And then I have my Revlon So Fierce Big Bad Lash in Black is Black. I really do like this mascara, and I noticed when I put it on, like literally on the side that I don't have it on, it looks like I have no eyelashes whatsoever, and once I put this on, it's really pretty. I'm going to show you my makeup look today before we get into palettes and everything else. The eyeshadow that I'm wearing today is from the Clionadh Dragon Fruit palette, and I decided to go green. I do have some glitter on there, but my NYX glitter primer expired, so I kind of just tapped it on and hoped for the best with the glitter, but you know. Let me put my notebook over here. So I'm going to talk eyeshadows. What do I have over here? I have my Clionadh Magnetic palette. Now this is, I bought along with the Dragon Fruit palette. I also bought the, I bought the whole set of Dragon Fruit, which was the palette, the highlighters, and the nail polishes. I'm not going to show the highlighters. The last time I showed a highlighter, it fell out of the pan and it hit my computer, and I finally just got all the highlighter cleaned off my computer finally. So I won't be really trying to tilt pans too much. I might just tilt my computer screen to show you. So this magnetic palette I used 16 times this year. Quite honestly, I didn't do as much makeup as I would have liked with my health issues, but I'm going to tilt this down. There it is, without me having to tilt this too much. So that's the Cleona palette that I put together. All the pretty colors. I would say the colors that I use the most in this one are this dark purple. I know it's really hard to see on camera. I'll be doing swatches as we go throughout the year of different things. I used this silver one here. I do have the color names. So this is Amulet. This is Icicle. This one over here is Chamomile. I used that one quite a bit. Cinnabar and Char I used a lot. The Merlot and Molten and Spruce. I really used these a lot more than I give myself credit for, but I really love just the colors that I picked out for that, and those 3 purples are beautiful. Cleona shadows can be quite expensive. That is why that one, my Dragon Fruit palette, and my other Cleona items are part of my focus products, meaning that I will most likely prioritize those over items that have been sitting in my collection for longer that maybe I got in subscription boxes because they were so expensive. I want to make sure I'm getting the most out of these palettes, but still, you know, continuing to use other items as well. So that magnetic palette, again, that was 16 uses. Excuse me, I have my Dragon Fruit palette, and I used that a total of 18 times. And do I have something to where I don't blind you? We'll do this. So this is what my Cleona looks like. My most used shades in here right now, it's this lime green. I think I've used that like 3 times this week, along with this pressed glitter, which I didn't realize was pressed glitter, and I tried to put it on with a brush the first time, and then I had glitter everywhere. But these are really pretty, and quite a few of the shadows I haven't even used yet in here. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, I've used everything in here, but not in this one. So I do want to give this one a little bit more love going into 2023. I have, it's here. I have this little, I'll give you a swatch of this one because it's less messy. This is Marsk. This color is called Foiled Again. I have to be really careful because this is one of those loose shadows, and when they get tipped around, they tend to come out of the sifter. Here's what I don't understand about makeup companies. So like my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil has a sifter that you can open and close just by twisting. Why do we not have that on the eyeshadows, especially if we want to like travel with them? Answer me that. Anyway, moving on. Marsk Foiled Again. And this is really pretty. It's a silver, it's a silver shimmer. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's a silver shimmer, and I like it. I have used this 7 times in the last year. And for those that don't know, like I'm doing kind of a rolling whole collection project pan. So once I hit 10 uses, I roll something else in, with the exception again of the Cleona stuff and a few other items I'll be showing you. I'll let you know if this is a rolling item or if this is kind of an item I'm keeping in to continue to use as a focus product. So there's that. And then I have one more loose shadow, and this one's from Bare Minerals. It's called Queen Tiffany. If you are looking for a beautiful, like, brown shimmer, Queen Tiffany is your girl. And I'm going to put her right above, grab a little bit more. I'm going to put her right above the other one, which these two would play really well together and would look really nice together for the holidays. Can we see her? Yep, there she is, right here. So it's this brown shimmer. It's not overly shimmery like the one from Marsk, but it just provides a little hint of a shimmer. This is also in my rolling style, and I have used this one also 7 times. So there is those two, and then now we're going to move on to eyeliners. So we're going to start with, if I can find it, yes, This NYX pencil, it's from their Faux Blacks collection. The color is Midnight. It's a very dark blue, and I've used this 9 times. I have one more use on it. I have never sharpened this, like I will probably after my next use to get it ready to go back into my collection. Just so I'll have a nice clean slate to start with when I do pull it again. It's not a very big pencil. It's not like the Urban Decay ones, which are like twice the size. But I thought this was a pretty color. So it's a bit, you can see it's very dark. It almost looks black, which is why it's in the Faux Black collection. So I have one more use on that before I roll it out. And then I have the eyeliner I have on today, which is the Girl Actic Black Noir. And this is a liquid eyeliner. You guys know how I feel about liquid eyeliners. I am not crazy about them. Not a fan of them, but I got this in a subscription box a while back. Several years, because I believe I got this in an Ipsy bag like a bazillion years ago. My hair's shedding. I can't even remember like before this last time. I have a fuzzy. I'm just falling apart today, you guys. Anyway, but it's still good. So I have used this 8 times. I've got 2 more. And then I'm just going to roll it back out, put it back in my collection. I mean, I'll continue to use it as long as it's good. But other than that, like liquid liners are not something that I purchase on a regular basis. So next I have my ColourPop Amethyst Hour. And I've used this one 8 times. It's a very light, almost like an orchid color. Let me try to draw on myself some more. Yep, there it is right there. So there's that. Use it 8 times. I do like these cream gel liners. They go on very smoothly. I don't know how I feel about this color though, because it makes me look like I have pink eye. I'll keep using it, but it makes me look like I have pink eye. What can I say? So now we're going to move on to the blush and highlighter that I've been using, and I'm probably most likely going to keep this in for a while, or at least the blush. I am going to be rolling in another highlighter for 2023. I've gotten quite a bit of use out of this one, but we'll start with this blush. Again, these both came in an Ipsy bag once upon a time, or probably Birchbox, one of the two. So this is the Coastal Scents blush in Forever. It's just like almost like a dark, very dark peach and like a rosy pink. This one I have used 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 uses as of today, and it's still going strong for such a tiny little sample. I mean, the pans, if you look at them, they're not very deep. In fact, the pan, yeah, these pans I don't think are that deep, but it's a really nice blush. Like, if they made this still, you guys know I don't buy blush normally because I can never find the right shade for me because I have rosacea. But these seem to be like the perfect ones. Like I have sorry, there's a truck or something outside. I had the pink one on today. And it looks really nice, really natural. And then I have this Trace Steak highlighter in Maldives. Like I'm literally almost done. Like let me roll this back down a little bit to where the plastic. So I'm literally almost done with this. But I have another color that I want to use that's very similar, that it's basically brand new, that I didn't give enough love to. And that I bought this, not that I don't buy the things in the subscription boxes, because I mean, you pay for the subscription, you're paying for the products, but so this highlighter, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, I used 43 times. So that tells me that in an entire year of 365 days, I did my makeup approximately 50 times this year. That's not a lot, but again, considering the kind of year I've had, it is what it is. I do have my Cliona highlighters in Tropico and Patea. I only used Patea once, and I have not used Tropico at all. And now let's get into Some lippies. All right, Marc Jacobs Silver Surf. I use this as a lip topper. That was my line from last time. I didn't stand these up for this video, but going on into future videos, I will. I do like this. It's really pretty. It's just a nice little, I'm going to put it right here next to Marsk. It's a pretty silver topper, and then when I put it on my lips, it makes my lips look like a purpley gray color. So you can see like right next to the marks, they're almost identical in color, but it does have like a purpley shift to it. I like this. I am going to go ahead and roll this out just because I'm going to be working on so many lippies that I feel like I've gotten enough use on this for right now. So there is that. I have used this 5, 10, 15, 20, 26 times. So I feel like I got some good use out of this before retiring it back into my collection. And then, all right, I've got some MAC lipsticks. Now, I purchased these earlier this year. Where is War? The Southern just showed up. These are my lip pencils, which is really funny because I've never sharpened either one of these. Let me just show you how funny this is. They came from the same set that I got on QVC. They're the same. It's funny. They are the same height. But the lids made them look completely different. So one is, I can't see. One is the color called Whirl. I'll put that right here. And the other one is called Quark, which I'll put on. So Quark I used 5 times. Whirl I've used twice. Again, these are going to be my focus lippies. So Whirl is that the one I just used, or did I use Quark? Okay, so Quark, told you I'm disorganized today. Quark is the darker one. So it's like a darker nude, and then this is like the lighter nude color. And again, Quark I've used 5 times. Whirl I've used twice. Moving on to the other lippies. I have Cream in Your Coffee, Modesty, and Creme Cup. Is this Creme Cup? Yes. So this one I have used 3 times. The other 2 I have not used, but I will show them to you. So that is the Creme Cup, which goes kind of nicely with this lighter liner right here. And I do like the formula on these, actually. They did send me in the kit that I got from QVC, was the MAC Prep and Lip Primer. If you've not tried this, it's just like a basic gloss. And I've used this 3 times. It's not anything like really special. Like, just put a balm on and put your lipstick on and you're good to go. So let me show you the other 2 colors that I am working on these. I know it looks like I'm working on like a ridiculous amount of makeup, doesn't it? Probably because I am. All right, who are you? You are Modesty, which is like a darker nude color, which would go very well with Quark down here. And again, I've not used that one at all, so until I do, I try not to swatch things unless I've already used them, just because I don't want to get my hand goop all over my brand new lipsticks and have them start growing funk before I'm ready for them to grow funk. And then this is a even darker color, and this is the Cream in Your Coffee, which is really pretty. And I'm excited to use those. So there is that. Who is next? I have the AOA Lip Crayon in Engaged. I've not used this one, so I'm not going to swatch it. It's almost like a basic pinky rose color I'm going to go with on that. We'll go with that. And then, so I've not used that one. The Neutrogena lip crayon I have in Rich Raisin. This is so pretty, and there's a lot, like, I'm not even going to turn it out because I'm just afraid like it's going to break. There's a lot of product in this, what I can tell you. Like, it's a huge crayon. I've used this one 7 times, and it's really pretty. Like, It's not the type of raisin, like dark raisin. It's more of like a rose mauve kind of color. So again, I've used that one 7 times. And now we're going to go over here to the Bare Minerals, which has a huge, you can see the big window, maybe. Yeah, you can see the big window right there. At last check, I was here again with my update videos. We'll be getting some better lines on this. I used this 3 times. You can tell my hands are not working properly. It's a really nice, I'm gonna put this right there. I have to go wash my hands before I get my son. People are gonna wonder what I did before I get when I walk into Bath and Body Works later. I know it's semi-annual. Don't shoot me. I know, low buy, very low. Anyway, this I've used 3 times, and it is that beautiful color right there, kind of more on the peachy side. The next item I have is the AOA Lip Pop in Goddess, and pardon me, I don't know if I left it in this bag or what I did with it. She's missing. Alright, so that one's missing, and when I find it, we'll talk about it, but for now, we just won't, because I don't know where I put it. I know it's here, but anyway, for the record, that one I only used once. Julep Dusty Orchid, I've used this 6 times. This is what I have on my lips today. I don't know if Julep still, this is when I had subscription box to Julep when they were doing their nail polishes, so that tells you how old this lipstick is, but it's still super creamy. It smells nice, it's not funky, and it's hard to tell, but there's like the lip gloss in the middle. I would repurchase the heck out of these. I like these. They're more of a balmy feel, and in fact, I think that's what the name of it is. It's called It's Balm, so that explains everything. So again, 6 uses on that. Then we're going to go over here to this Manicadar Lippy. I got this in a subscription box. I just want to do a sniff check because I have had this for a while. No smell to it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's where I was at last check. I've used this a total of 5 times. And I'll put this one next to the other one. As you can tell, all my lippies almost all are the same color. You notice there's like a theme here. Where did I put that? Right here. It's this one. Right there. 5 times. I'm going to put this back over there for a specific reason. Next I have the Revlon All That Glitters. And originally I was going to use this as a lip topper, but it's so pretty that I didn't want to. And honestly, on its own, it is gorgeous. And let me just talk about this right here. Do you see how honkin' big this applicator is? Like, it's huge. Compared to like the other ones, it's huge. And I like that because it gives me like complete coverage in like one swipe. So where are we gonna put you? We'll put you over here next to the eyeliner. And again, at last check, I was here. 3 uses on that one. Still a few more to go. And that's the All That Glitters. It's really kind of like when you put it on, it's sheer and it just gives a nice shimmer to the lip, and with the natural color of your lip, it's beautiful. And then ColourPop, I ended up buying some of, I didn't buy the full set of the Princess Lippies. This is Jasmine, and she is very hot pink. Amazingly, I can wear this and it doesn't look terrible on me. It doesn't look bad at all, in fact. I've used this 3 times. This reminds me, the color reminds me, when I was a little girl, we had Barbie makeup, and the lipstick smelled fruity, and it was this exact color, and I'm enamored with this. Like, I just think it's beautiful. I've used this 3 times. So out of all the lippies that I just showed you, the ones I'm going to be focused on are going to be the MAC liners, lipstick, and the primer, obviously. The rest I'm just kind of rolling in and out. Except with one exception, which I'm going to get to here in 1 second. What'd you do in school today, Susie? I colored myself. I don't know where that came from. It was just there. I do have lip balms, and I did not grab those, but I have a Malin and Goetz Mojito lip balm I'm working on, and a peppermint lip balm that I got through like a work gift. I'm just going to, plan is just to use those up, so those are still in the rotation. Nail polishes. Sadly, I did my nails 4 times this year. So I'm still working on the same colors that I had from beginning of the year. One's a Julep, 2 Zoyas, 1 OPI, and my 2 Cleona nail polishes. They will make appearances in other videos. I'm not going to talk perfumes, body sprays, all of that. What I do want to continue to do in 2023 is to have a bath and body project pan separate and a skincare project pan separate. I'm still going to be doing project wax, so you're going to see that video coming up for empties for the last 4 months of the year. Not a whole lot, and you'll see why. I'll get that video up as soon as I can over the next few days, and then that way I'm going into the new year fresh. I am still trying to figure out what project I want to do from the Fantastic Ladies. There is one that I would like to do that I had started at the beginning of the year. I'd like to jump back in, but I'm going to be jumping back in with different products this time around. Just because I put everything away that I was using, and I don't want to have to dig it all out again. Like, it's just not happening. I'm not doing it. So, I have to plan that. So that's kind of going to be what I'm going to be doing. New Year's Eve is working in my planner and getting everything written down and ready so that I can do my tallies come 2023. Now, let's get into, let me put this notebook away because I jotted stuff down on another notebook last night. We're going to talk about what's coming in, what's getting decluttered, kind of the who, what, and whys here. So originally, this Manna Kadar, I was going to declutter it, but I really realized how much I'm loving using this. So with that said, any products that I show you now, these are going to be used in 2023 only. After that, they are getting decluttered except for some ColourPop items I'm going to show you. I have had this quite a while. I don't want to use it past the end of the year because it is getting older in my collection, and I have a ton of other lip products. But again, this is going to be a 2023 focus product. Let me grab this. So I have a palette. It is a ColourPop palette. Again, this is another focus item. This is the All Things Equinox. It is getting older in my collection. It's really pretty. Like, well, why haven't I used this more? Because I buy things, I put them in the closet, I forget they're there, and I just start using other stuff. So we are not doing that anymore. I have a nice little system going with everything. But what I will tell you is makeup wise, I probably have close to 1,000 makeup items in my inventory, which is why I'm really kind of trying to be more focused on what I'm bringing in, which I really don't plan on bringing anything else in, and decluttering really what's just not doing it for me anymore. So, but doing it in such a way that I'm not like, oh, here's these 100 items that I haven't used in a year, I'm just going to toss them. Like, no, I want to give them some love before I go ahead and declutter them. But there is that. So pretty, so pretty. So, you know, again, going through videos throughout the year, we'll be doing some swatches and talking about the different products in more detail. So my next 2 ColourPop items are Arrow and Muse. They are Super Shock Shadows. Now, these have dried out. And I know y'all are thinking, well, if they're dried out, why are you keeping them? Well, I use Duraline and I put a drop on, and then I do like a foil effect with these on my eyes. Now, here's the funny thing. They are almost identical. Like this has a little bit more brown. This is a little bit more orange to it. But I want to give these some more love, but they will be decluttered at the end of 2023. If not before, if I use them up. That would be wonderful. So again, more focused products. I am bringing in this Pixie lip gloss. If you guys saw this, I had this in my projects last year. There's not much left. It still smells good, and this is one of those lip glosses. It color changes with your pH, and I'm just a huge fan of those. I love pink lips, so this is actually a thing for me. So my hope is that I'll end up finishing this. But again, you've seen what I'm working on, what I'm bringing in, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, my walk-in closet is no longer a walk-in. It's kind of a lean-in. So that's the situation we're in. But anyway, this is going to be another focus product. Where are you? All right, this I'm decluttering. I was not a fan of this. Not because of the formula, the color. It is paler than my own lips, and it just makes me look washed out. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Eclair. I got a couple of uses out of it, but not a fan, so not keeping her. So, circular file. All right, going on next to this all-natural tinted lip balm. I got this in a subscription box eons ago. I got my use out of it. You can see the nice dip I had going there. It's not anything fancy or special, so out you go. All right, next I have this beautiful Revlon lipstick called Wine with Everything. It is a perfect berry color, a light iridescence, almost a shimmer. I maybe only used this a handful of times. It's still brand new. I maybe only used this a handful of times last year. I really want to get some use out of this, so this is another focus product for me. Love it. It's beautiful. And the next I have is this Tarte Rosé Matte Lippy. You can see the window there at the bottom. I feel like I was getting close to getting this finished, but honestly, you guys know how much I hate matte lips because my lips are already dry. I can't do matte. Some mattes I can, but this one I just wasn't a fan of. I do have another one of these exactly like this in my collection. I'm keeping it because it's still new, it's still sealed. Want to get some use out of it, and I also have the other one called FOMO because they came in a duo. I think it was like a gift from Sephora for a birthday gift one year. But anyway, this one, she gone too. All right, so talking about highlighters, we talked about this a little while ago, and this is the highlighter I'm bringing in. It's just going to be my focus highlighter for the year. As you can see, she brand new. Oop, roll back. So there's that much. I feel like if I really cracked down and this was the only highlighter I used all year, and I don't own a lot of highlighters, so that might be a thing, I could probably finish this or get super close to finishing it. So again, another focus product for this year. Where are you? There you are. So my next item is the Bare Minerals Lip in Rebel. You can see the big window we have there. I feel like I'm getting close to finishing this, although my last line was there. Again, I didn't keep everything upright, so I really don't know exactly where I'm at as far as this, but again, another focus product for the year. Okay, this is a declutter. I really didn't think it was anything special. This is the Steve Laurent Orchid Lip Oil. Got a little windowing there. There's my line. I used it a couple of times. It didn't do anything for me. So out she goes. And then I have this lip, which I didn't like the color, and I sniffed this last night. It smells like a crayon, so it's time for her to go. It's the Luna Lip Crayon in the color Alara, and let me also show you what this is doing. Can you see that weird discoloration ring right there? Yeah, it's just time. I mean, I got some use out of it, but I wasn't real crazy about the formula anyway, so, and I got it in subscription box. I always feel like those are like try it before you buy it kind of situations, so I don't feel too bad if I try it and I don't like it, and I'm just like, bye-bye. If I bought it, that'd be a whole other topic, which I'd still discard it because it's definitely past its prime. So that was Luna. Let's go to this lip balm from Basin. You guys know I love Basin. I was able to, in between my hospital visits this fall, I got to go to Food and Wine Festival for all of 3 hours, by the way, before I felt extremely fatigued and surprised because I was still running around with stupid kidney stone. Anytime I go to Disney, I always hit up Basin. This is their vanilla lip balm. It's still fairly new. I love their lip balms. In fact, I grabbed a couple more while I was there. Literally, I came home with 2 bags full of stuff from Basin. I'm super excited to use it now that I'm feeling better. So again, this is going to be one of my focus lip balms. This is going to be hopefully to finish. If I don't finish it, I'm okay with that, but it's getting older. So that is that one. Who is next? Another Bare Minerals lippy in the color Dreamcatcher. At last check, this is where I was. I don't see any windowings. I don't feel like I'm actually close to it, but again, I love the Bare Minerals. This is the Marvelous Moxie. What was the other one? Is the other one a Moxie as well? Oh, it's just a generic, plain old Bare Minerals. I like their Moxie lip balms. They have a little bit of a plumper to them. You can feel the tingling. I haven't purchased Bare Minerals in forever, but it is one of my favorite brands, so you will probably see it often in panning projects. So this is another focus lippy. The next one I'm pretty excited about. So this is my Lime Crime Happy Cherry. It's been laying down, but you can see there's a glob at the top. We can see that. Yeah, there's a blob at the top. There's a blob at the bottom. I honestly, this will be finished. Like this, she'll be done. And now I've got glitter up my nose. That's gonna look really good when I go to Target and Bath and Body Works. Anyway, this is gonna be to finish, just because I feel like, honestly, like I feel like if I have like 9 or 10 uses left of this, if anything, and I usually just wear this on its own. It's a cute little glitter. And why does nobody talk about Lime Crime anymore? I remember when I started panning in 2020, like everybody was panning Lime Crime something or other. And now it's like you don't hear about them at all. So anyway, there is this, another focus product for the year. And another ColourPop product. I've gotten a tiny bit of usage. Not that there's anything bad. My wasn't because it was bad. It was because there was a mirror. Try this here. This is the I Like You a Lot, which is very similar to the All Things Equinox. Surprise, surprise, because ColourPop reuses colors. Again, this is one of my favorites. It's getting older in my collection. I want to go ahead and get some use out of it before rolling it out. Another focus item. And then we are going to move on to, okay, this is a Declutter. And you guys are going to laugh when you see this. So this was a Medusa's makeup lipstick. And it was in the color YOLO. Now, I YOLO'd it once, and it YOLO'd broke. So I always meant to like come back and finish it, and fix it, and that never happened. It's pretty, the formula is nice, but let me show you something. You'll laugh. This is getting decluttered, by the way, just because I haven't bothered with it and it's broken. It is almost the same color as that ColourPop Jasmine, so I pretty much got a replacement for it almost. So she out. And the next product is going to be my, where are you? There you are. It is the ColourPop X's and O's palette. Again, focus product for the year. This is what she looks like. I think I might have used this once in the entire time I've had it. And I've had it for a while. So she is going to get some love. And you know who's also going to get some love is the other ColourPop palette I have called Miss Bliss. Look at these pretty, let's try that again. Look at the pretty peaches in this. And I know the one in the middle is hard to see. There we go. This is what happens when I haven't been filming for a while. I don't know how to do things anymore. That's a pressed glitter right in the middle of that. I have not, again, used this palette a whole lot. I've maybe used it 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to give her some more love. I do have this Tarte lip crayon in Wonder. You know, I'm not a fan of red lippies, but A, there's not a lot to it, and B, this is a really pretty red. Let me put it next. I'm going to put it next to these pinks. It's kind of that blue red, so it's a red that I can definitely wear. So I'm going to be focusing on this in 2023. Who do we have next? All right, another Declutter. This is a Stila. Again, came in a subscription box. It's a liquid liner. I was going to call it a wet eyeliner. I guess it's the same thing. I'm already working on one, and this one's been around for a while, and I just really don't, want another one in my collection, so hasta la vista. All right. Oh, and my shoe fell off. All right, and then the final one, and you will remember this one because I believe that I had this in my A to Z project pan when I started painting in 2020. It is the Urban Decay eyeliner in Freak, which would go actually very well with my eye color today. It is bright green, very pretty metallic. Where is it? Hello, hello. There you are. Metallic green. This pencil, as you know, if you've used Urban Decay, they're at least a good almost 12-inch long pencils. I'm so close to finishing this that I refuse to not at least get super close to finishing, and it's such a cute color. I'm not a green fan, but it's growing on me. Kano, you would be proud if you're watching. All right, so those are, I believe, everything as far as like items I've already started working on. I'm going to be bringing in a few new items to my collection. Not to my collection, to this panning project. The reason being, it is a bunch of ColourPop Jelly Much shadows. Now, I had one time. I never used it. I ended up mixing with Duraline thinking that would rehydrate it, and it just turned it into a Super Shock shadow, which is okay. It's still usable, just not in the form that I originally got it in. So I have, and I'll show you these individually. I'm not going to crack them open because I've not used them before. But first of all, let me just start off by saying I had to have these because you know your girl's a Disney fan. You probably know what I'm about to show you. But that's okay because we'll talk about it anyway. I got, ooh, the lid is not on this one. Who did this? Oh gosh, I hope that one's not dried out. I need to get some contact lens solution so I can rehydrate these when I need to. Everybody else like nice and righty-tighty? Okay. These are the ColourPop Hocus Pocus collection. So this one is I Am Calm. It's a nice kind of white silver color. This is Shishka Baby, which is kind of a reddish orange. Ooh, it almost looks like there's a little bit of a shift of pink in there too. And then I have the Come to Play, which is purple. Really pretty. So make sure I put these back correctly. So I bought those because actually, okay, so I bought the whole collection because, you know, but I also bought another collection this year, which I don't remember the name of the collection, so that's super fun. But I thought it was really pretty, and I was like, I'll get that because, you know, bright and shiny. Bright and shiny. So that's, so I think I've got like 9 Jelly Muches I'm bringing in. So there's those 3, and there's, yeah, 6 more. And I'll just do these one at a time. So this is SAS Recap. This will give me a chance to make sure these lids are on tight. This is almost similar to the one I just showed you from Hocus Pocus. I was going to say ColourPop. So there's that one. There's this one, which is Emo Inside. And I'm actually really excited to use this because I've never actually used a Jelly Much shadow as a Jelly Much, but this is a very dark, almost wine looking color. Trying to see if there's any shimmer to it, but I really don't notice. There's that one. This one is, who are you? Drama Season. I love the lid on this one, but then you contrast it with this beautiful champagne gold color. Oops, I'm blinding you, sorry. I'm really just trying to show the color. And then I've got this one. This is called So What. This is a really pretty, like an orchid lilac color, and I have a feeling this one's drying out because there's a huge honking gap in there. We'll find out when I open them. And then we have, who are you? Hello, Alt Kid. And this is kind of almost like a white shimmery color. My stomach's growling. I just realized I did not eat yet today. But we're having Popeyes for dinner, so I'm pretty excited because I haven't had that in forever, because the one near me is like 30 minutes near, and they built one which is like 10 minutes near. Okay, and then this other one is called Please, and this is also a dark purple. We're doing a lot of purple looks this year between all of the ColourPop palettes and the Jelly Muches. So that's what I'm bringing in for 2023, trying to get usage out of them before I declutter them. Again, the Jelly Muches, I may or may not declutter them at the end, depending on how much I've used, how dry are they, things like that. And then some of the other items, I'm just going to be constantly rotating through my collection, but I'm pretty excited to get started on a new year and a new panning project, even though it's kind of the same project, but like, you know, just kind of that new feeling of, okay, I get to start over again, because again, you know, I didn't have the best year health-wise. It really affected the panning progress that I wanted to make. I'm really trying to make a concerted effort to wear my makeup every day, and if I don't wear my makeup every day, I'm trying to at least use something every day, whether that is lip balm because maybe I just don't have the energy to put makeup on that day, or the day is just so hectic, or, you know, perfume before I go to bed because, yeah, I took my shower and maybe I don't want to like use my lotions and stuff, but I'll do a quick spray, you know, just something to get through what is in my collection. So anyway, that is it for now. So the next videos you're going to see, what did I say the next one was going to be? The next one's going to be the Project Wax in the next couple of days. And then we're going to go over all of the bath and body items in that project pan, as well as what I'm working on in skincare. And I think that's it. And then I have to figure out what Fantastic Ladies projects that I want to do this year. So I'm pretty excited about that. Like I said, I think I know which one. I just have to see how I want to do it. So anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know this was a much longer video than I usually shoot. I try to keep them 15 minutes because I have a very short attention span. So 9 times out of 10, if a video is over like 15 minutes, I'm out. I can't do it. Very rare can I sit and watch a longer video. So, but if there is a video that you have shot that is more than 15 minutes, please let me know in the comments. I will make a point to go watch it, even if it's in bits and parts and pieces. If you are new to panning, new to YouTube, drop your name, your link below. I would love to follow you, give you some love. Have a wonderful New Year. Please be safe if you are going out this evening. Please don't drink and drive. I do believe that, I know here in Florida, AAA will usually give free cab rides to those who do not wish to drive on New Year's. I thought I had heard, but don't quote me. Please Google this before you assume. I believe that Uber and Lyft are doing the same thing. Just double check. Carpool, have a designated driver. please, please, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. If you are, again, going to be out and drinking tonight, have a wonderful New Year's, and I will see you in 2023. I can hardly believe it. So anyway, if you liked this video, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and hit the notification bell so you are notified anytime I upload a video, and I will see you very soon. Sending lots of love. Bye bye.